I am impressed with how big this game has been, though. Uh, it, give me, no. What's up, everybody? My name is Kyphxr, and welcome to the Complex Expedition. For anyone who doesn't know, this game has been in early access for a couple of years now, and it's been in basically a finished state for almost that entire time. The reason the game hasn't updated to 1.0 yet is because the developer decided the game wasn't good enough, scrapped a majority of it, and started over. All I have to say is, if what you're about to watch is not good enough, I cannot express how excited I am for the full release.
2, 1, 2, mic check. This is Newman.
This is David, mic check, 1, 2, 1.
This is being documented by Newman Joseph Miller on June 24th, 19.
Are we playing? Man, like I was saying, the last game was so good and it was free. This is $10 and it looks like we are walking in a cane pixel render.
Any idea what's beyond the gap? Or am I just going in blind?
No, I don't think so. They haven't gone through yet, so I think you're the first one.
This looks so fucking real. It's unreal. Ooh, what do we got here? No unauthorized access. Contact Expedition Supervisor for more information. We got the zoom. We do still have a zoom. God, look how real it, dude. This is crazy. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but what I've gathered from the trailers for this game is that it seems like it might be a little bit scarier than found footage was. Found footage just kind of had those hands that would reach out behind pillars every once in a while, but the most recent trailer for this game, I mean, it like shows pretty clearly. I'm gonna have to turn up the volume for you guys.
You'll have to wait for further instructions to move, so just describe your surroundings whenever you see something new or different.
Yeah, I know.
Whenever they're talking, because I cannot hear a single word that they're saying. Oh, we're loading something. Oh, we're loading a cutscene. Dude, look at like the camera shake and everything. These renders are insane. These cutscenes are crazy. Are we going in?
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Not a fan. Oh shit, wait. This is a Markiplier thumbnail. We're in a Markiplier thumbnail. Am I playing? Oh, I keep thinking that we're in a cutscene because of how goddamn realistic this looks. I keep waiting for something to happen, and then I'm like, hold on a second, the game's waiting for me to do something. So like I said, I haven't really been able to hear. Are you guys not coming with me? Because I'm not the biggest fan of that. But of course, as to be expected, the quality of the lighting and the textures in this game are stunning. And then the
It's just a room. But there's a hallway leading out.
the VHS effects look so good. The camera shake is so good. Everything about this game is like borderline photoreal.
There's also like a indoor house light Guys. Guys.
Oh shit.
Guys.
What's happening? We no clipped. Oh shit. And so it begins. The sequel to... Do I need to press something? The sequel to arguably the best Backrooms game to date. Alright, dude, you could pick up the camera a little bit faster. Again, am I supposed to press something? Come on. Now, found footage has, I think, like, by far... Don't I have a flashlight? You showed me having a flashlight. Why can't I turn it on? Alright, well, found footage has, I think, the best, like, level layouts of any Backrooms game that I've ever played, and so I'm really excited to see what this game has. I'm curious how much of this game is actually going to happen in the yellow rooms here, because we've seen so much content in the lobby, the tutorial level, whatever you want to call this, that I feel like most of the good Backrooms games are recognizing that and starting to sort of push away from that aesthetic. It's a great intro for the game because it's instantly recognizable as to like where you are and to the fact that it's a Backrooms game, but like Vastophobia and pools, I think are so good because of the way that they deviate from the like standard depictions of level 37. Right? Like I've talked about it before, how it pretty much becomes like a sub-level of level 37, and then it makes it gives it a lot of the like nostalgic elements because it still feels like true to the level, but it also feels like unique. It doesn't feel like an extension of every other pool rooms or Backrooms game, right? But of course, we have choices. I think we'll go this way. Now, from what I understand, this will probably be somewhere around an hour long, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm curious to see how expansive the levels are in this game, because if you watched... It's actually, I think, the most recent Let's Play that I've done on the channel for... Well, the most recent Backrooms Let's Play was the Complex Found Footage. And I played through it like 3 or 4 separate times, and I cut them all together for the one video that I have posted. But you can see if you watch the video, like me going back through level 1 like 3 separate times and finding these like huge new spaces that I'd never seen before. And so I'm kind of expecting the same thing with this game, where I can do a full walkthrough, come back to the same levels, and find areas that we have yet to see. Not a fan of the pink rooms. Is this just a door? Nope. It's something I can open. Alright, so like I said, deviating from the norm. I don't know why. I really wish I had a flashlight. Do I have a flashlight? Oh wait, it's spacebar? Oh. Alright, well that's interesting, but also, look at how realistic that is. That's insane. This whole game is insane. Also, of course he beat me to making the pink rooms. I've been working on the pink room. I hate that hallway. I was expecting a room, not this. There was a post on Reddit that I saw, and I'm curious. There's a post on Reddit I saw of, well, the person just called it the pink rooms. But it was a couple pink liminal space photographs, and I can put them up on screen. But one of them really stuck out to me. God, I hate these dark rooms. We're going back this way. Fuck this. One of them really stood out to me, and I've kind of been using it to make as a basis to make one of the levels in Kult Rising. But of course, it's PGWave, right? Of course he beat me to it. But this does look really good. I still can't get over how realistic this looks. I hate the dark areas in this game because it feels like real life darkness. It's terrible. Let's see, before we have to go down... Actually, is there anything here? Before we have to go down that dark hallway. Let's see, did we miss anything? I mean, I guess we could just go back out, too. I'm sure there's more stuff upstairs. We're sort of headed into Kyphxr's. Kyphxr's Area 1 inspired area. Which I think I also talked about in the complex found footage video, but I really like the white wall aesthetic. Like, obviously, it's being used in more of a level 0 context here. Although, honestly, it kind of feels more like level 4 now. I think we are in level 1. I think that's what this is meant to be, because it does feel like Kyphxr's Area 1. But let's see what's through this door. Honestly, I don't even know like where we're going. Because the other game had elevators to sort of mark like each of the levels. But this one, I don't know if it's just like one giant level that you get to the end of, or if there's elevators again and they're just bigger levels. But I'm actually not 100% sure. We have another choice. Do we go back into the yellow rooms? I think we stay in this area. Let's see what's down here. I'm not a fan of that. What in the fuck are you? You can stay right the fuck there. What the fuck? Can I go home? I'm ready to go home, I think. Interesting. If you can't tell, I've shut up like I'm playing Tarkov because my entire body is now on edge. I'm not really sure why, but seeing one creepy statue was enough to freak me out. Is this something over here? This kind of looks... No, maybe not. It's just a bump out in the wall. I thought this was like a window we could look down into an area. Wait. Wait, what? This is the spawn! Oh my god. How? How is that even possible? More Backrooms games should give you like some kind of marker that you can use to write on the wall. Was it Kletica that did that? One of the Lethal like games had like a spray paint can that you could use to mark where you've been. That would be super helpful in a game like this. And this is around where I said nope and turned around. But I don't like these rooms where I can't see anything. Like, it's not even just like that the dark is scary, but like, I don't know if I'm about to walk off into like an endless void and just die instantly. Something that I need to add more to Kult Rising is like hallways like this. Like, I think this game, and he did it a little bit too with found footage, but I think part of, I mean, maybe not part of what makes it feel so good, but one of the things that adds like quite a bit of variation of these levels is like just the random slants like this. It makes things feel... Man, I feel like I've spent this entire time talking about what I talked about in the found footage video, but it's that like concept of not wanting to make sense. The randomly sloped floors and walls are just something that our brains like don't have a reference for why that would happen outside of like we need to go from a lower space to a higher space. And so when you have like random tilts like that, I feel like it adds a lot to the liminality of everything. So are we looping back to like the spawn? Like at this point, I feel like I'm always going to be headed back towards spawn. I kind of feel like if there aren't like objectives, like something like escape the backrooms where you have to like solve a puzzle basically to get to the next level, I feel like there probably is, like maybe it's not an elevator, but I feel like there probably is like an end to these levels, similar to how there was in found footage where you would go in the elevator. I feel like there's something that will transport us to the next like actual location. And so I think we are just on the first level here. Oh, well, I guess that answers that question. Wait, is that a reference to something? 0.332. I have no idea what that means. Is this the same? I think this is the same elevator as the last game too, which is really funny. But let's see what's next. I absolutely hate that. And I'm assuming there's nothing else. We have to go down the giant hallway of death. Of death and gloom. And the lighting though, I still can't get over fine. Like I said in the last one, the post-processing effects are doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Did those lights just turn on? Was that a lighting thing, or was that a backrooms thing? But everything just looks so real. It definitely seems like we are in this game's version of the habitable zone, though. We still got a little bit of Manila here. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell because I don't even know if PGWave really cares at all. Because a lot of the people, because obviously both of his games have taken quite a bit of inspiration from Kyphxr's Backroom series, and a lot of the people who are fans of, well, not a lot of the people who are fans of that, but there's quite a few people who have sort of like a Backrooms purist almost mentality, where they don't like the sort of gamification that the wiki has with like specified levels and entities only showing up in certain places and kind of entities existing at all and all of that stuff together. And so I wouldn't be surprised. What kind of bathroom is this? There's not a single toilet. Am I just supposed to piss on the floor? What kind of bathroom? But anyways, I wouldn't be surprised if PGWave's version of the Backrooms followed that same sort of like, oh, so there's stalls in here. So the women get stalls, but not toilets, just stalls. They're still peeing on the floors, but they do get stalls. But I wouldn't be surprised if PGWave's version also follows that like older version of the Backrooms mentality, where there's not distinct levels and everything's kind of just one giant non-Euclidean space. And so it's hard to gauge like whether or not we are in quote-unquote the habitable zone, area 1, whatever you want to call it. I feel like we are still in the yellow rooms because obviously we still have the wallpaper. But again, it is hard to tell. The intent could just be that all of this is just a non-Euclidean mess that's glued together through cosmic forces. Is that cement? Alright, that's one that I don't know that I've seen before. Like, that's really simple, but just showing that there's just like 2 feet of concrete above the ceiling is like kind of unnerving for some reason. Oh, we're back at the beginning. Fuck. How does this always happen? I'd like to record this all in one part. I think I'm gonna try to. And then just upload it to... Can I not go through here? Oh, I can go fully prone. I feel like I've seen this before too. Have I seen footage of this game? Is the Markiplier thumbnail that I'm thinking of, did he play this game? Because for some reason I remember that being the thumbnail of his complex found footage video. Maybe he did play this? But I feel like that was like 2 or 3 years ago. Has this early access version really been available for that long? But like even the way that like the shadows dissipate as you get like as you move through the area with your flashlight, like the rendering in this game is so gorgeous. God, there's always so many choices. I'm sure at some point here we're gonna wind up back in the starting room, because that's just how it always works. Doesn't look like there's anything up there. Let's try right. Although, judging by the fact that I've been recording for 40 minutes, I spent probably like 5 minutes yapping at the start of the game. Why is it open? I'm not a fan of that. That gives me the feeling that something's been here. But judging by the fact that I've been here for 40 minutes, I have a feeling this playthrough is going to take a little bit longer than the walkthroughs that I was using to judge how long this game is. I guess I just have a tendency to try and explore every room in the Backrooms games. So I'm curious to see how much footage I'll actually have by the end of all this. Because I think the first game had about 5-ish levels. And so I'm kind of expecting around the same number of levels here. But the thing with the found footage was that level 1 was really big, but then all of the following levels were pretty small in comparison. And so I'm kind of expecting like 5 or 6 levels. What is that weird? It's like a weird lighting bug sometimes. It almost looks like the Unreal Engine like preview text for lighting. But what was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, what I'm kind of expecting is like 5 or 6 levels, but I'm expecting them all to be the size of like the first level from found footage. Maybe not quite the same size, but I'm expecting the levels to be more in depth, whereas like in the complex found footage, like the last level is just 3 buildings. It's like the 3 single floor houses that you can explore, as compared to the lobby in that game, which is like an hour plus worth of rooms to walk around in. I'm also kind of waiting for a Backrooms game to reference liminal core, because like obviously I talked about it. I guess I haven't posted it yet. I talked about it in my playthrough of pools, that like because there's multiple rooms in that game that liminal core very clearly just remade in liminal core, but I think it works like oddly well in Backrooms games because it gives you that sense of like familiarity and nostalgia. Like I feel like I've been here before with like a game that you've never played before. And so I kind of want to see another game take the just like the giant person that has like a cloth over them. I want to see that in another Backrooms game is what I'm trying to spit out here. And I'm really struggling to get that out. But I'm curious. I kind of doubt this game will go that route, because I feel like that's more towards like the gamification that a lot of people, again, not a lot of people, but a lot of like Backrooms quote unquote purists don't really like, is like that giant person motif that we see a lot in liminal core and pools. Also, can we stop naming Backrooms games things like liminal core and dream core? Those are actual aesthetics, and every time I say liminal core, anytime someone's talking about liminal core or dream core, I have to like stop and figure out whether they're talking about the Backrooms game or the like actual art style. Can we stop naming our Backrooms games after art styles, please? Like, I get that it's fitting, it is super fitting, but can we do like Backrooms Dream Core? Just so like it's a little bit more clear. I'm realizing in this playthrough of this game, because I'm doing this all in one shot, whereas found footage I did in multiple settings, and also found footage doesn't even have a save system. So every time I like stopped recording and came back, I had to literally replay through everything, and so I got like a really good understanding of like the map layouts in that game. Where was I going with this? Fuck. Oh, but something that I'm realizing is that like specifically with the lobby here, the yellow rooms, the vanilla rooms, the tutorial level 0, I think having staircases going up and down does a lot to communicate to the player that they're like not necessarily making progress, but they're like actually traveling distance. Because I'm like 70% sure we're like by the spawn area. Oh, we 100% are. I remember, well, not by the spawn area, but we were just here. I remember looking at that. It's hard to tell whether I'm actually making any progress because everything looks the same and we haven't gone up or down. I don't think I ever processed that and found footage that like level 1 is really big, but the staircases breaking everything up. Yeah, this is where we came through, right? Was there anything else on the other side? But having stairs to break things up, like, does a lot to communicate to the players that they're doing something. I mean, that being said, that makes it a very accurate backrooms game, because obviously that's kind of the entire point of the backrooms. Is that you get lost in an endless expanse that you can never escape because it's 600 million square miles of monotonous yellow walls with moldy wet carpet. But also, I don't know where to go. No, we were here. I remember this. I remember these chairs. God damn it, where do I need to go? Again, a can of spray paint would be super helpful. Wait. No, hold on. Thank you for shopping with us. Merry Christmas. Please return your baskets here. Okay, I can probably go into there. But I've been here before, right? Right? But there's no other exits to this room. I wouldn't have backtracked. Oh. Wait. Oh, did I come in? Did I come in, look at this? There's no... Why would I have ignored a doorway? What? I swear to God, I remember this room with these chairs. I don't remember this. And again, I don't like things like the vent door being removed, because that gives me the impression that something else is here with us. Because this isn't like... It didn't get ripped off either. Somebody removed this. The screws have been removed. He went through the effort of showing us that somebody removed the screws from this vent. Can I crawl through here? What horrifying... Wait, what? There we go. What horrifying secret are we about to discover? But we'll continue caterpillaring down the ventilation shaft. This genuinely does, like, the way the motion is, it really feels like I'm just like scooting my butt up in the air and then pushing myself forward like an inchworm. Just like the pace of the movement. That's what it feels like. Man, this is a long vent. Am I not going to be able to get out the other end? Did I crawl through this for nothing? No, there's a drop. This is a cutscene. I'm not controlling this. So does this count as a new level? Is this level 3? Is that like the intended exit to level 2? Also, why is this circle fucked up? Who melted one of the circles? Why are some of them fucked up? What? So it looks like now, what is this? Like a subway terminal? Looks almost like, is it exit 8 or platform 8? Which is the one that's in the actual like terminal? I think exit 8 is the one in the train, right? No, wait. I don't remember. I'll put it on screen, whichever one's the right one, but that's what this is reminding me of. Also, it kind of has Hospital 666 vibes. I'm not 100% sure why. But it looks like we found the escalators. Man, the messed up ceiling tiles too. Oh god, I hate this. This has crazy Kyphxr vibes. This feels like the oldest view now. Like the back rooms swallowed them all, and now we're in the CGI render that is the oldest view. What is that, a menu? Oh no, it's a, oh, are we in an airport? Alright, I'll be honest, that is not the vibe that I got. Oh no, I was, wait, what? How did I like lose my entire train of thought? I was talking about this being a subway terminal. Oh? So are we actually playing Exit 8? Is the train gonna move, or? Let's see where we are. I'll be honest, I was not expecting a functioning subway terminal. Although, I'm pretty sure that is an actual backrooms level, isn't it? I feel like there is, like an endless metro. I don't remember what level it is, though. But this is what I mean, like just tilted geometry like this. Our brains don't have like a frame of reference for like why it would exist. And so I think that's what makes it feel like so unnatural. Well, I guess because it's unnatural. That's what makes it feel uncanny. Because it looks visually familiar. I don't like the look of this. Visually it looks familiar, but like there's just something off about it. Got some burner stoves. This looks like one of the stoves I had in my apartment in college. Maybe a little bit dirtier. We in level fun now? I am impressed with how big this game has been, though. Give me, fuck, no. Don't care, goodbye, no, goodbye. No, I told you, nope. I said I didn't like him. I said it. I fucking called it. Nope. That's my thoughts. That's the entirety of my thoughts. I'm assuming he's not chasing because he didn't move at all. But also, nope, absolutely the fuck not. Get me the fuck out out of here. Where is the elevator? Get me the fuck into it and let me go the fuck home. I am not okay. I am not okay with this. Don't fucking hug me, I'm scared. I'm just not gonna let go of the sprint button until we find an elevator. I think that's a pretty solid plan. Perfect. Alright, that was fucking horrible. Let's see where we get to go next. Cafeteria and reception. Interesting. Is this the cafeteria? No parking? Monday, Wednesday, Friday for sweet streeting. Let's find out what's up. Why? What? I can't talk anymore. Babyface has gotten in my head, and now I don't really know what to think. Whatever I'm thinking, it's not happy thoughts, I'll tell you that much. I mean, like, obviously the wallpaper's wrong, but this is giving me, like, major The Shining vibes. Is this just a dead end? Should have figured. But it feels like The Shining with, like, the yellow rooms bleeding in. I fucking hate that. We do want to try and see everything. So is this the same? No, this is definitely different. Dude, this game is so big. And what's even crazier is, like I said, this is the early access version, and the developer isn't happy with how this has turned out. the full version that's coming out soon is about the same size, but he said he's changed about 75% of the entire game. 305 through 318? But just, I mean, first of all, the thought that he made this and wasn't happy with it is kind of insane. Because this is like, I mean, visually, it is the most stunning Backrooms game we've played. This is like, in a lot of places, has been like completely indistinguishable from like a Kyphxr render. I think possibly the only rough parts have been like the animation of the people, which is always the hardest part. But like this right here, like it looks photoreal. So to make this and like to feel that it's not good enough, I'm genuinely terrified what the full release is gonna look like, because I mean, just based off the trailers are insane. They do look, they're literally just like the same level as Kyphxr's renders. There's like 4 or 5 trailers and they're just like 5 or 6 minute long Backrooms exploration videos, and they look stunning. And so I'm fascinated to see what this game is going to look like once it releases into its 1.0. But because this is all being replaced, we do need to make sure that we see all of it, because once the update happens, this will never be playable again. Unless if he does actually, I mean, he can just make it like available on the Steam beta branch, but he hasn't said he's gonna do that. So as far as we know, this is gonna, is that an elevator? Wait, really? We're not taking that yet. But as far as we know, this is gonna pull an Overwatch 2 and just replace. I hate this. I hate this. Why is this so dark? My brain just completely shut off. This game, why is this game so scary? There's not anything scary in it. There's one big statue that we've seen. We haven't even seen him move. We've just seen him be in different oh no, actually we did see him move. I'm stupid. We saw his arms move. Although when his arms moved, he looked almost more like Slenderman. Like he had very squid-like arms. Are we coming back to the very beginning of the level? I think we are. And look at this running animation too. This head bob is insane. Like I don't want to, I never want to run in Backrooms games, right? Because I like to experience like as much as I can, and especially because it like adds to the tension in a lot of the situations. But in this game, it's almost like the opposite. I feel like when I actually sprint, it makes me more anxious because this is such a grounded camera movement that looks so photoreal. When you sprint in this game, it looks like a real life video. Okay, this is the beginning, right? Oh, you know what? Actually, while we're here though, yeah, it is. But let's check this door, because we know where the elevator is. Although, based off the first game, found footage, there definitely could be multiple elevators, right? I'm pretty sure this goes to the other room, right? To that big room we were in? Maybe? Alright, I don't know why it's so dark, but yes. I feel like it wasn't that dark when I came through the first time. Why are there so many doors? Do you just need to flex that you actually have a door opening animation? Can I... Ooh. Light switch. But also, I like don't want to open doors anymore because he used the door opening animation to show baby face last time. And so if I never open a door, I'll never trigger a cutscene, right? And so then we'll never see him and we'll be good. Let's keep going down this way. This is very reminiscent of the first game, actually. Are these just all... Actually, does this loop back to the big room again? Or is this its own room? No, this is the big room. I'm assuming this is also the big room. We're just gonna open everything. We need to see. Any secrets? Doesn't look like it. I don't like opening these doors on the right because I don't know what's gonna be behind them. I know those ones on the left lead to the big room. Why is there light coming through? Alright, no reason. Yeah, the indoor windows definitely do a lot for the liminal vibe, although the sunlight, well, I guess it's not sunlight, but the light going through that window does give this kind of like a cozy vibe. Like just that specific angle. Dude, every time I look down a hallway, I'm expecting to see that thing. This is a dead end? Okay, the last door. Is there gonna be something in here? It's the last door in the hallway. No? Seems safe. Okay, well. It's safe, but also big. How does he always do this? How are these levels always like there's always another corner you can go into to explore. It's never just like a dead end of a... There's always another doorway and there's always another room. And I think that's a huge part of what makes this and found footage, the complex found footage, feels so liminal. Like I've talked a lot about how the geometry in this game is like perfect for a backrooms game. Well, actually, I guess specifically I've talked about it in regards to found footage, but this is, I mean, obviously the same, if not a higher caliber than that. But I think a big part of it, besides like the literal like geometry of the rooms, is I think the way that everything snakes together. Everything, like, I mean, like I was saying, there's always another door, there's always another room. Like, it just feels endless. But I feel like we probably are starting to get near the end of the game. It's hard for me to gauge because I'm literally at the... I'm actually past the length of like every full walkthrough of this game on YouTube. Like if you look up the Complex Expedition full walkthrough on YouTube, they're all like around an hour long, and I'm at like an hour and 40 minutes. So I think I've been a little bit more thorough. But that makes it a little bit hard to tell how much is actually left in the game. Because usually that's what I use as like my gauge, because usually people who do full walkthroughs on YouTube like complete the game more than I do. But in this case, I think because they're indie games and they have less of an audience, and because like specifically this is so, I guess, like up my alley, that I inherently want to see everything regardless of making... Ooh, the pool rooms? Let's see. But I think regardless of like making a YouTube video or making a walkthrough on this game, I kind of just want to see everything, because I always do with Backrooms content. And so it's making it hard to judge how close we are. But the pool rooms look a little bit more nicely lit than the previous levels, which once again would match with, god damn it, I keep hitting that. That's not the stand up button. Would match with Expedition because, or with found footage, because the pool rooms were, well, really bright, but also pretty peaceful in that game. Although I guess the whole game was peaceful. There's just a couple places where you could see the hand thing. Although I guess, I wonder if the hand thing is, like, was Babyface. Because there's a lot of similarities between these two games, and this is meant to be like a sequel to that game, right? I'm pretty sure it is. And so I wonder, in the first game, that hand that we see like reaching around the pillars and the walls in a couple spots, I wonder if that's this statue thing that's chasing us through here. Alright, well, I hate this. Why do we have to go and make it dark? I was just talking about how the pool rooms are peaceful in this game. And now you gotta make it creepy? We already have liminal core and dream core and pools. Like, can we just have a peaceful pool rooms? Pool rooms are another one that's like level 0 anyways. In the lore, there's not supposed to be... Well, actually, there's not supposed to be anything on level 37. It's supposed to be like level 0 that even if you enter with someone else, you get separated. Man, the aesthetics in this game, though, are incredible. Can I go up here? Is this... No, I can. Interesting. Not sure I like the dark hallway, but we'll go ahead and check it out. We are definitely in a more classic pool rooms than the last game. The last game really leaned into that like peaceful liminality for level 37. This one is much more of a classic sort of feel. Looks like this is as far as we can go though. So we'll go ahead, we'll head back. I'm actually not sure where we need to go. I wasn't really paying attention to what other options we had. But we'll just backtrack and we'll see what's next. What's over here? I think this is also the first game where it like feels like pool water. Usually the water in these games has like a super dark color to it, like the way that like natural water looks, like lake water or pond water, where this is like actually the light blue of like chlorinated pool water, which I think is what gives it a lot of that like more peaceful vibe. God damn. These giant rooms like this, wait. This is really similar geometry to the last game. Like the chairs and everything. These giant rooms like this, though, are probably my favorite part of the back rooms. Like, they draw on that... I mean, this one isn't quite big enough to actually draw on that megalophobia, but just that feeling of, like, being so insignificantly small... Oh, I found the elevator. In comparison to... like, what's around you. Is just like such a unique feeling. Is there anything back here? Are you gonna show me the elevator and then give me... Oh. I thought they were gonna show me the elevator and then give me a path the opposite direction. But that's just a little alcove. Although, what's that? I'm not sure. Almost looks like another elevator, but there's no light inside. Is that just a dark doorway? Yeah, I guess it is. We'll go look at it real quick. Is this just like another path over to here? Oh? I wasn't expecting that. We're leaving the pool rooms? This is the same carpet as the last level. Walls are different though. Doesn't quite have that pool room vibe. Gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of what's happening right here. No shoes? Oh? I actually thought this was gonna be the yellow rooms. I thought we were going down, and I thought we were gonna do like a walkthrough. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've seen this picture before. I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, obviously, I've said this before. A lot of these games are like taking famous liminal space images and turning them into actual spaces, but this is, I'm pretty sure, like, one that I've looked at a lot. I'm pretty sure I have this picture saved on my hard drive. If I do, I'll put it on screen. Indoor and outdoor pools closing. What is that? What does that mean? Why would you put a sign up that the pools are closing? And why would you put the sign up at the pools? God, stop with the dark hallways, please. I don't want to... No! Fuck? Well, this got significantly less peaceful. I actually really want to turn around and go back the way we came. I hate this. I really hate this. This is horrendous and awful. I really hope they make a third game after this. Because I don't know. I don't know if anybody else will ever, like, make backrooms games like these. Like, these are so perfect. They, like, so flawlessly bounce between, like, different feelings and emotions, and then the geometry, like I've said, is perfect, and then the way everything keeps going. Where, like, I have no idea where we are. We found the elevator, and we are, like, on the complete opposite side of the map from where that is, right? I keep expecting to turn around and see Babyface standing there. I can't get over how like perfectly liminal this game is. Have we been here? No, I don't think so. Oh, is that another elevator? Did we find a second elevator? Or is this the same one? I don't think this is the same one, right? No, it's definitely not. God damn it. Why is there always more? Alright, never mind. This is a dead end room. Unless there's a secret hallway to the left or to the right here. Oh my god. Never mind, it just loops back. Okay. Oh, did that work for a second? Oh no, maybe not. In the first game, if you crouched and uncrouched while you were in the water, you could start sprinting like you were on the ground, but looks like he might have fixed that. That was a phenomenal pool rooms level though. Like the way that it bounced between being super like peaceful and calming and then just like dark and horrible. Exit, no smoking. Oh, what the fuck? We have to be getting close, right? Again, would prefer if I didn't turn my flashlight off every time I got in the elevator. I'm not sure why I would do that. Like, realistically, if I was in this situation, I don't think I would ever turn my flashlight off unless if for some reason I was worried about the battery dying. What am I looking at? I'm not a fan of it. Hello? I was right, I'm not a fan of it. Although I do really like this ceiling. You can fuck right the hell off, though. I don't trust anything in this game anymore. Carnival Ghost Train. Can we not? Do we have to? I guess we'll go left. And I guess we'll probably have to come back and I guess see what's down the right. Although at this point, I kind of am regretting the decision of one-shotting this. Like of all the games that I play through in one sitting, I played found footage in 3 sittings. I played Expedition in 1. But that's how I played Liminal Core. And I feel like it ended up making things a lot more tense because everything sort of like stacks up. When you have the opportunity to like take a break and stop and do other things, you can kind of like decompress. Which consequently is why I'm regretting doing this. I hate how big these levels are though. Like it's terrible. Like there's always another way to go. And these level 0 levels are the worst with it. When I say worst, it's really the best, but these ones are the ones that are just, you can go every direction. It's not like you have 2 choices. You have like a dozen at any given point. I'm not control. Let go, run. No, stop looking. Goodbye, and yeah, we're goodbye. Goodbye, go. Holy fuck, go. Is that in, yes, go. You get in the fucking elevator. No, don't stop sprinting. I hate this game. I fucking hate this game. I knew it. I literally said I keep expecting him to be behind me. Can I just go home? I'm tired of getting chased by Babyface. Tired of being stuck wherever we are. This says level 4 vibe. I think it's the... Guess we're going to church. $50, $18. Not sure what that means. know a lot of these are probably just like, but like the model work in this game is just so phenomenal. Like everything is so perfectly to scale, which is why I do kind of think it is scanned, because it feels like everything is the exact right size. And like that's one of the big things that a lot of games miss, because you just don't think about it, is like making sure doorways are like an accurate height and that chairs are like the right size. But it does a lot to like make your brain feel like the space is more real. And something about these complex games, so like he's just so talented at making this like analog realism. I'm like so on edge. Yeah, I don't know. Huh? I don't like that the lights turned on in an area that looks an awful lot like the oldest view. I'm not a fan. I was saying something before these lights turned on, and I have absolutely no idea what I... Alright, well, my recording PC just crashed, so hopefully I didn't lose any footage. I think it should be fine. But, well, I guess you guys just won't be seeing this video if it wasn't fine. I don't trust doors and animations in this game. Oh, fuck. Are we actually in the oldest view? Bro. Trying to think, is that literally a reference? Is there anything in the oldest view where he... I forget what the character's in that one, but that's... I swear to God, if a rolling giant comes up, I will Alt F4 out of the game. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there. This game is too realistic looking. It is legally not allowed to do that. I will close the game, and that'll be the end of the video. Carrot. I still can't get over the way that this game looks. Like, I know... I was just about to say, I don't like that the music suddenly stopped. I know that, like, the VHS filters are doing a lot of heavy lifting, because it obscures everything to the point where our brain kind of assumes that it looks right. But even to that degree, I've played so many analog horror games. I've seen so many post-processing effects. Fools is literally the only thing that even remotely comes close to this. I don't think it really even comes close to this. Hold on. I want to go down. I want to see if there's anything down here. But I just don't understand how a game can look this real. And especially in motion, too. If I start sprinting... Like, this literally drives my anxiety up. See, can we get in the ice cream? I hate it, but option. Why'd the music change? That's not the button I want to hit. Put your flashlight back on, bro. I'm genuinely like petrified right now. I'm like actually sweating. I feel so unbelievably unsafe that I can't put it into words. Yeah, I think the music's back. I think we're done going into places. I think I want to finish this game. I think I'm about ready to go. I really don't trust that. I mean, it's really just I feel like a rolling giant is gonna show up now. This looks way too similar to Kane's videos. I can't. I'm literally sweating. Can I please go home? Fuck. Wait. Maybe we have to go down this one? This looks like it also just loops back to the... Down this one. I hate... Oh my god, I hate that. I hate this game. I hate how it looks. Why does everything look so fucking real? I'm actually sweating. I cannot remember the last time I've been this scared playing a game. We didn't even see anything. The music just stopped playing and I'm genuinely freaked out now. Oh. That's not. Can I please just leave? Oh? Oh, another subway? I mean, that's not what I meant, but... I mean, this is better than... nothing, I guess. See where we are. Somehow I feel like it's not gonna be much better. Hate this. I hate it. Why is it so big? Why am I still here? What? Got another door. Fuck, why is there always more? Always so much to explore. I just want to get out. I can't handle this anymore. Fuck, this has to be the most like realistic backroom. Like in terms of the way that the backrooms are supposed to make you feel, it's this. Just period. I fucking want to get out so badly. This is where we started. Did I loop back? I don't think so, but we saw a green light earlier. Fuck, it's so hard to tell. I'm like actually starting to panic. Fuck, this isn't me. Something's about to happen. I'm not controlling this. Fuck. Oh, okay, we're dead. Is that the end? Maybe? It's not? What? I can't handle this. I can't handle this. My mask is cracked. There's a baby face following me. I don't know where I am. Wait, tape? God, I hate that everything's dark. But are we supposed to follow the tape? I feel like usually tape leads to safety. Kind of breaking my role here. I'm actually scared enough that I'm just gonna run. I hope this tape is taking me somewhere helpful. Oh wait, this is. Those are the. Oh wait, that's the hallway that we couldn't get in before. Well, fuck, we should have just came that way. Went the long way. Wait, we're back. We are. Do we actually get to escape the back rooms?
Hey, is anyone in here?
Okay, no, I don't trust this. Something's wrong. We're still in the
Go.
back rooms. 100%. 100%. 100%. What the fuck is this? It's tricking us. Backrooms is tricking us. Like, is there a portal here? There's no portal. This is fake. This is fake. We're still in the back room. That... Why is the door... What is happening? What is happening? Oh? Locked door. I was not expecting that. I think that's the first door in the game that we haven't been able to open. Magway. Yeah, it's supposed to be like where we work. But I don't think it's... I just don't trust this. I'm gonna turn a corner and Babyface is gonna be there, calling it. Or I'm gonna open a door and he's gonna, like, run at me. Oh, I was right. I'm also not controlling it. I was doubly right. But I told you, we're still here. Fuck! Let me leave! Oh shit. Oh, this is like bad. What the fuck is happening? Oh. Pause. Oh, that is the end? I for sure thought he was gonna make us explore more of the back rooms. I think that was single-handedly like the most immersive game that I have ever played in my entire life. Like not just backrooms games, not even just horror games, just in general. And that wasn't good enough for him. He's remaking, he already did. It's almost done. He remade 75% of what we just played. I don't know how to wrap my head around that. Bro, the real game is gonna give me a real heart attack. How am I supposed to play the full release when this literally scared the shit out of me? I'm like genuinely speechless. I've just been sitting here staring at this menu screen. I don't like when I was in that mall area and I went into the ice cream parlor and the music stopped. From that point forward, my brain went into like panic mode. I don't know why. Something about that scared me so much more than anything else in the game. And I think it really was just because it felt so much like the oldest view that it almost drew out like the same feelings that mini series did. Bro, I can't wait for the full release of this. I'm like dead ass. It's gonna give me a fucking heart attack. How? How is this game so realistic? Like I know realistically. I know ultimately the answer is mostly because there's not a lot of like actual like what's the word I'm looking for? Like I guess independent movement. There's not too many times where you see like a person with their arms moving around. We have a person in the beginning, right? But outside of that, the only real motion we saw was the time that we saw Babyface move his arms. I think he moved those balls the first time we saw him. I guess that was the second. The first time we saw him as an entity. The actual first time he was just a statue. But I think that's probably what sets this so far apart from like the games that do have a lot of entities, because obviously as an indie developer it's like nearly impossible to animate like a single creature to be photo real, let alone multiple. I can't get over the atmosphere of this game. Between the visuals just being completely flawless, the sound design, the level design, I think this is like a perfect Backrooms game. I have no idea what the fuck the full release is gonna be. Like I've probably been playing it already in the background while I'm talking here, but I can put the footage for like the trailers for the full release that he's been dropping. He's been putting the trailers out on YouTube and they look stunning. I don't know when this game like releases into its full version. I don't know if any other Backrooms game will ever be able to top it. This is like the kind of thing that Kyphxr is gonna have difficulty topping. This game, this is like literally the perfect Backrooms game. I don't have any other descriptors for it. It's just so, everything about it is so perfect, so well designed, and so well put together. I don't know how you make this and then decide that 75% of it sucks. That's crazy to me. The full release of this is gonna be absolutely insane. But thank you everybody so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more. Check out the second channel for all of the Let's Plays and the streams, and I will see you next time.